Hello everyone, this is Angie at Stampin' with Amore, and I have a card tutorial to share with you today, and it's this most wonderful time of the year card. I really love how this looks embossed on the black, basic black cardstock. It's super pretty, and I don't know if you can see it in here. I hope it catches it because I used some Wink of Stella over the top of the emboss, and it looks so pretty. It's just got enough glitter that it's not overdone, and I really love that. So this is the card I'm sharing today, and I cannot get enough of this stamp set, and it's our Wonderful Year stamp set. I've used this sentiment before. I love the writing, and I love this one also, and I thought about using this one, but I just thought that was perfect because I wanted to use this designer series paper again. I can't get enough of that either. So this is got the sentiments for the inside, so I really love this one. And then I'm also using the Candy Cane Christmas, which you already know is one of my favorites, and I'm using just the candy peppermint right there. All right, so let's get started with this. And for this project you will need a card base. This is our cherry cobbler at 5.5 by 4 1/4, and it's our regular card base. And then you'll need a piece of designer series paper that is this Christmas designer series paper. This is the one that's really thin. If you follow me, I've been using it quite a bit. I just love the patterns on it, and I love that it's thinner. You also get twice as much in the package, so it's very economical. So I'm using this, and it's gonna be 5 1/4 by 4. Then you're gonna need a Whisper White for the matte on the sentiment, and it's 4.5 by 3 1/4. And then for the sentiment, you'll need a piece of basic black that's 4 1/4 by 3. All right, so let's go ahead and first thing, let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. All right, so I'm going to use some of our embossing buddy. This keeps the static of the embossing powder. I don't like to really put a lot on here because I'm not really going for the chalkboard look. I just want it to be the white emboss on the basic black. So let's get some Versamark, and we'll really ink up this because it's a large stamp. We're going to really ink it up a lot. Make it sure it's fully covered. And then I'm going to go ahead and center it as best as I can on here without looking over the top. And I like to hold it here for a minute just so that it seeps into the paper, the ink does. And then I'm going to lift it, and I'm going to get my white emboss here. And I like to keep it in these little containers because it keeps it contained into this plastic container, and it doesn't get all over my. Sometimes I just use a piece of paper, but I really want this on here pretty heavy. And if you see any little extra, you can use a little brush to brush it off. I just see a little bit in the corner here, and I'm just going to brush that off. All right, so let me grab my embossing tool, and we're going to go ahead and emboss that. All right, so we have that piece all embossed. Isn't that pretty? I really love that white on the black. It's just really pretty. All right, so let's grab our card base, and I'm going to go ahead and use some snail, and we're going to attach this to the front. And then I'm going to use some snail for this, and I'm going to attach it to the piece of white matting that we made. And I made this time, I made it a hair wider because wasn't quite wide enough, I don't think. So I just made this one a little bit wider. And then what I'm going to do is I'm using my, I know these are the adhesive strips that you use for shaker cards, but here is another great use for them, and I really love this. And I'm going to go ahead and use the rest of this one first, because I'm going to use the edge here. And you can use this whole thing, and you get 2 of these in a package. So I'm going to use it to pop this up. So I'm going to put a strip here, and I just wanted to pop it up a little bit more off the card so it's really like the center, and it fits perfect for both sides. And if you're really a stickler, sometimes I will run it down the sides here too, but I'm not going to do that this time. We're just going to use, so then take your backing off, and it's going to pop up really nice and even on here. So center that on your card. And then I'm going to grab a little piece of Whisper White here, and we're going to go ahead and stamp with Cherry Cobbler our little peppermints. They're so cute. So we're going to need 2 of those. And I didn't have a little punch that small from Stampin' Up, so I'm just using this old punch I had. I think I got it at Michael's. And we're just going to punch out the little peppermints. If you don't have it, you can certainly hand fussy cut these out. But this is so quick and easy. And then I'm going to take some more dimensionals, and I'm going to use just the side pieces. And we're going to pop these up onto the card. Oh, it wants to stick to my finger. Okay, let's scoot that over. And we'll put one in this corner. And it just gives it a bunch of dimensions. So now I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella, and after you do this, let it sit for a minute. Don't rub your finger over it because you want it to stay to dry. So I'm just doing it on the bold part, the writing. So it's not over the whole card. I'm doing it on these little, I don't know what you want to call those, but they look little like teardrops to me. So that's all I'm doing, but it's so pretty and it adds so much to it. I wish you could see it, and I hope you can see it. So yeah, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. I really think these are super cute, and they're really quick and really can make some really cute cards. So everyone, I hope you enjoyed the project, and supplies for this, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com and shop right from my blog. So everyone, until the next video, I'll see you later. Bye.